Hey, welcome back to Two Guys in a Mexican Restaurant.
Wait, is that really the name?
No, it's Friday Coffee Talks. I'm joined by my good friend Esco. Thanks for being here.
What's happening, everybody?
This is obviously not my basement. We are here at our QBR in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Esco was kind enough to join me, visit our friends at Lenovo, so thanks for being here.
I enjoyed it. You did feed me appropriately. We'll just leave it right there at that.
There we go. We're not having coffee tonight.
We're not having coffee now. Absolutely not.
So both of us have been in sales for a long time. We worked together for a big portion of our careers.
I was going to say, we've been together for like 5 years.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a long time.
But COVID has hit us all differently.
Yeah.
But for us that used to travel for work, it's probably been somewhat disturbing to your rhythm, I guess.
Well, so I think the main thing that's changed for me is I lived in an airport. And I think living in an airport has its nuances. You're kind of at somebody else's beck and call. But the interesting thing about living in an airport is that you have that decompression time. And this is something I don't get anymore. I walk downstairs, I'm in the office, I work all day long, probably longer than I should. and then I'm dad, I'm husband, I'm a provider, whatever. And so there is no decompression time. So at least when I went to the airport, I could drive home from the airport,
right.
Whatever, or take a nap in the airplane.
Sit in the lounge.
Sit in the lounge, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's very different, very different.
So how about, travel is one thing, but how about the way you interact with your customers? How has that changed over the last 18 months?
So camera on or camera off? Really, that's what it is. Because it's like, I'm always a big proponent of how a meeting goes. I want you, if you're going to waste time with me, I want you to have the best experience ever. So the fact that I have to figure out how a meeting flows on Zoom, on Teams, are my slides sharing, am I not sharing, can you hear me, and can you see my screen? All of that is so different, And so I have found that I pivot a lot on the diction of my customers. Previously it was face-to-face. Well, now I've got to rely, if the camera's not on, I got to rely on what they're saying, what they're talking about.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it makes a huge difference. I was a camera on guy before COVID,
right?
And so I've really leaned into that, obviously,
right,
over the last few months. But I think that it's important for you to be able to see people and to connect that way, and to be able to have an actual meaningful conversation.
So how do you feel about when you have to double click into stuff? Because we talk about technical stuff, but we also talk about, hey, where's it broken? How can I help you fix it? How is that question going over with your customers as you're visiting with them?
That's a great question. And I think it's a central part to, companies that have been successful over the last year and a half versus ones that haven't.
Right.
It's been able to kind of find those pressure points and those pain points and the things that customers need to talk about without being able to have some of the luxuries of being in a room and shaking their hand and having that live conversation.
So you're having no problem building rapport to ask those tough questions?
It's not easy, but it's part of the job. That's why we get the paycheck, right?
That's right. So I have found that it's fun actually. We're camera on. So everyone on the field C-suite is camera on. That's just our thing. And that's kind of the way we built our brand internally as well as externally. So as we're visiting with customers, we're camera on. I have found that some customers stay off, camera off, which is fine. We have a conversation, it's all good. A little tougher, but then there are some customers that are like, when it's me and John Insizer or Ed Suhu or the mess of us on a call, they're like, oh, well, if you guys got your cameras on, I'm going to turn mine on.
I get that 90% of the time.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
They feel the pressure. It's funny. I don't. If you want to leave yours off, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. It makes no difference. But it's like, I guess, I think we need that sense of humanity. It's part of the reason why I came today. When was the last time we had beers? It was like forever ago.
Yeah, at least a couple of years ago.
Exactly. And so, got to do that again. Got to hang out with Connor. You've been doing this thing. I see it on LinkedIn all the time. So it was like, I wanted to hang out with you and just visit with you and chat. And so I think you and I do better when we're in person, but then with our customers, how does that translate as well?
Yeah, that's the quota question, right?
All right, so I got to ask you. You've been on the road as much as I have. What do you miss? What is the one thing that burr in your side? That one thing where you're like, you know what? If I don't ever have to do this again, I'm totally cool. What is it?
That I miss? Well, there's two things. So The thing that I miss is breakfast food. I'm a huge, look at me, I'm a breakfast food guy. So traveling, that's one of the things I like, is trying new restaurants, things that I haven't had, getting customers to recommend me places that I can't get at home. Definitely missing out on that. But the thing that I don't miss is commuting to the airport. Back then, it was just part of it. It kind of rolled with it. It's whatever. You drive to the airport, you drive home. But now, every time I have to go somewhere now, driving to the airport and home is like sticking a knife in my leg. I hate it. I can't stand it. So,
my thing is canceled flights.
Oh,
Here's the thing that ticked me off the most. It was like, okay, fine, my flight gets canceled. I get it. It's the nature of being on the road. But when you cancel my flight and then you're like, sorry, I got canceled.
Hello? What am I supposed to do?
I'm kind of stuck here. I don't live here. You cancel my flight. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
If I could never have that happen again, I'd be a happy guy.
All right, so I have one more question for you.
All right.
As a camera on exclusively guy, sitting in your office in the basement, you have the dress shirt on.
Yeah.
Are you gym shorts or are you pants?
So I'm golf shorts.
Oh, okay.
I'm golf
so you're
shorts.
in between.
Yeah.
You took the easy way out.
Well, it's like, so I'm very hot natured. So for me to put on pants and shoes is like, that's a big thing. That's a commitment, right?
Yeah.
So I'm all about shorts. In fact, I'm wearing golf shorts now. In fact, we're doing this thing between our two companies, and I'm the only guy in shorts, and I'm okay with
It's
that.
okay.
I'm
You're
totally
fine.
okay with that. But it's like, if I don't have to put on pants and shoes, that's me. I'm comfortable, and I can wear a collared shirt even though I'm a t-shirt kind of guy. I think it'll work.
And nobody knows.
Nobody knows. So what about you? Are you gym shorts?
I'm a gym shorts all the way. If you ask me to stand up when I'm on a call, I have gym shorts on every single time. Yeah.
Have you ever been asked to stand up?
I've never have. But now I'm sure I will be. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So please don't do that. You're going to see my gym shorts. So anyways, hey, thanks for joining us, Esco. Glad to see you, my friend.
Good seeing you again.
Good to be here. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next week.
Bye, everybody.